awesome bait. You see how windy it is here. It's 15 plus miles an hour with gusts that felt 30 plus, and it was a good reminder, that, man, I don't know if I could ever tournament fish again, man. I was only out for maybe 4 hours today and doing 8 in this wind, man. Holy cow. But anyway, this bait, for how small it is, casts like a bullet, and you can cast it accurate in the wind too. It don't fly all around, you know, and that weight transfer system really makes a big deal. If you want to know more about the bait itself, look up the Hookup Tackle, man. They do awesome bait reviews. But yeah, dude, this thing is light, it's nimble, it like dances across the bottom. I was trying to work a shell bed, and when I say trying, is so windy out, I couldn't get lined up on it right, and the wind's been blowing out of the wrong direction for my deeper bites. So I was out there just trying to get it lined up, and if I could, man, I got bit every time. Maybe caught 20 or 30 fish out there. I mean, nothing super giant, but there's more on their way. And all the bass were like a little bit different shades, you know, so the lighter the shade they are, the more they've been offshore, and the darker, the more they've been in the weeds. So once in a couple weeks, this spot really gets good. And but it's like a spot on a spot deal. They're choking it. There's a shell bed off to one side, but the water's down this year. Normally it's 9-10 feet at the top of this hump. It's about the size of I want to say a pool table on my old graph, but I got new graphs now, and it's about the size of your standard backyard rich friends swimming pool, you know. But yeah, so the lake's but about down 2 feet. So man, I swear the shell bed moved, man, or they're not on it, or not as good as they were, because normally they'd be stacked on it. And this bait, it didn't like, so before that hard spot, it's pretty mucky, or there's mucky spots. So if you're using like an XD, for example, and you're really digging in, you're gonna get the bill just shoveling muck. And this, man, I was really surprised how good it was. Even though I'm a big Strike King fan for my cranking, especially during the summer, because it's got a good wobble. This has a lot tighter, smaller profile, but man, they would not eat the Strike King today. And what's funny is yesterday they were just crushing it. I had fish fighting over the bait. I had a couple that I caught, and there was 4 or 5 of them swimming with it. So I knew it was going to be on out there. And which is funny, normally this spot doesn't get good till like mid-September, but it's been a weird year weather-wise. We need some rain. And yeah, 12-pound fluorocarbon. I'm old school, 6:3 gear ratio. I'm using the graphite glass rod, that Tatula Daiwa. Awesome rod. Kept them pinned, man. I had a few bulldogging. Real little hooks on this, so keep your boat organized, man, so you can find your pliers. I couldn't find any of them, and what a disaster. I did have to re-straighten the little hooks on it. I might switch it over to some gammies, you know. But man, this thing tracks true, runs straight. Anyway, that's the episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.